Hey guys, this is Carol, and today I'm going to take you along to my road trip to the northwestern part of China. Recently, I got this scratching map, and here is the place that I visited. So this area of China has a very diverse landscape, ranging from mountains, rivers, deserts, lakes, salt lakes, canyons, valleys, you name it. And also, it is full of cultural attractions. The Great Wall starts from there. The Mogao Cave is a UNESCO World Heritage Site where they have paintings and sculptures from the Tang Dynasty, which is about 900 years ago. And also, Xinjiang Province is heavily influenced by the Islamic culture. So the people, architectures, and foods are very different. A part of my trip also falls along the Silk Road, where merchants from Europe or the Middle East transport their goods to mainland China. So they'll go from here or here, and then they follow along, go through the deserts and the mountains, and then reach to the central area of China. So without further ado, let's get started. Our first stop was Zhangye National Park in Gansu Province, where it's famous for its Danxia landform. Danxia means the sky in twilight. And as you can see in here, the mountains really reflects the twilight sky in different shades of red. And it's highly recommended that you take a paraglider to see it from above. But because I was afraid of heights, all my footages were very shaky, not focused, and aiming at the wrong place. On our way to Xinjiang Province, we went past the starting point of the Great Wall, Jiayuguan, and around that area, you can find ruins of Great Walls from hundreds and thousands years ago. And Xinjiang, here we come! After staying in Hami for one night, we drove directly to Tianshan, a very scenic mountain in Xinjiang Province. And because of the high elevation, the temperature here is generally 10 degrees cooler. And the valleys really reminds me of the wallpaper of the windows back in the days. Balikun Lake is a very beautiful area. And here you can get to experience the nomadic lives of the locals, traveling around to find water and pastures for their horses and sheep.
待会儿你看一下，我拿上来啊，你看啊，有多深？
拿不上。
有多深啊？看着这根儿，这么深。
那么深？
录了吗？就这黑泥。
From the mountains, we went directly to the Turpan Basin. And along the way, you started to discover that the vegetations began to disappear, and all you have are rocks and deserts. Flaming Mountain has a well-deserved name because it is the hottest spot in China, reaching 50 degrees Celsius or even higher in summer. A famous ancient Chinese novel also dedicated a chapter to the Flaming Mountains, where Monkey King borrowed a huge magic fan to put out the fire in the Flaming Mountains so that the monk could go through this area to continue his pilgrimage to India. Surprisingly, the city of Turpan is covered with green vegetations, especially grapes. They used a smart system called canals to transport water from underground to avoid evaporation. Tightrope walking is also a must-see performance in this area. We stayed at an Airbnb in Turpan, where they have 2 cute donkeys in their vineyard. Huiwangfu, the king's tomb, is also worth visiting. This Islamic style of architecture reminds me of the Taj Mahal that I visited in India. After Xinjiang, we went to Dunhuang, A city that's famous for its deserts and Mogao Cave. This is the first time that I've seen a desert. I love ocean because ocean is endless. It makes my troubles feel small and makes me focus on the bigger picture. But desert brings a totally different feeling. Its harsh environment gives me perseverance. The large sand dunes remind me to be strong. The Mogao Cave is located at the cultural crossroads on the Silk Road. The construction of the Mogao Caves started at 366 AD, and it lasts for 1,000 years after that. The paintings and sculptures in the caves vividly depicts the lifestyle and culture at that time. It's a great source for us to know how people dress up, what their religions are like, what do they eat, and how do they have fun in the ancient times. And don't miss the great performance they have in the evenings. And then we went to the Qinghai Province. It is located at the Tibetan Plateau with an average altitude of 3,000 meters. And you can sometimes feel short of breath because of that, but the view is worth it. The first stop was the Chaka Salt Lake. It is a very picturesque area as the reflection of the salt lake is just stunning. The lake is very shallow, so you can walk into the lake, but be careful, the water is very salty and the bottom is very sharp. And our last stop is the Qinghai Lake, which is the largest lake in China. We can only drive along the lake to protect the environment, but the view is breathtaking. July is actually the best time of the year to visit the lake because it is the season for canola flowers. And you can see the lake on one side and the canola flowers on the other side of the road. So that is a wrap of our trip in the northwestern part of China. If you have any questions on where to visit or how to get around the area, please leave in the comment down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really took a lot of effort editing it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!